One branding philosophy I believe a lot of B2B brands can take advantage of is a concept called radical differentiation. Radical differentiation is a concept that was popularized by a brand thought leader named Marty Neumeier in his extremely fantastic book, Zag. He defines radical differentiation simply as a bold position that allows your brand to stand out in all of the clutter. Or in other words, when your competitors zig, you zag. And we're not talking about just being a little bit different from your competitors. We're talking about being radically different from your competition. One of the best examples that I've seen in recent years of an organization that was able to execute this strategy is a water brand called Liquid Death. And they've made a massive splash in the bottled water industry. Unlike the established brands, Liquid Death did not play it safe. Their brand's tagline is "Murder Your Thirst," and their visual identity is packed with flames, melting skulls. The cans are black. It is everything you would not expect from a water brand. But they didn't stop by just having a radically different visual identity. They also built their brand around a singular purpose: to kill plastic bottles. And the word choice there is very specific: kill, and very on brand. And how is radical differentiation working out for Liquid Death? Pretty dang well. They've recently closed $70 million of venture capital, and they're nearly valued over $1 billion. Not bad for a scrappy water brand in an industry that was crowded by major incumbent brands like Nestle and Coca-Cola. If you had asked me 5 years ago if I thought I could create a water brand and make a splash, I don't know if my answer would have been yes. But for the people at Liquid Death, they knew in order to do it, they had to have a brand that was built around a purpose, and they had to execute radical differentiation. Now, pulling this off is extremely difficult, and it's a little bit of a tightrope that you'll have to walk. Because in order to do this, you have to have an intimate understanding of your target audience, your competitive landscape, and you have to create a brand that is appropriate for them. Now, most people probably would have thought that Liquid Death was not appropriate, but they found the ideal customer, and they used them as their wedge to enter into the category. And I think this is a concept that a lot of B2B brands can take advantage of. Because the one thing that I see the most common in B2B branding is that most organizations play it safe. They look and they sound like a large majority of their competitors. But if they want to be different, they might be able to take another step further and execute radical differentiation to take advantage of a space that no one realized was sitting there for the taking.